What's going on, guys? Stone Cold Steve Austin here, back with another video. Actually just got back from the WWE wrestling match where I beat my grandma into submission. She really was just looking at me funny, so I had to teach her a lesson, you know? It's really hard out here to be a professional wrestler because people are always saying, oh, you don't actually fight, you don't actually do that. Well, tell that to my grandma's doctor because trust me, she's got a lot of broken bones now. And you're gonna be next unless you press the like button. No joke, no scam. Stone Cold Steve Austin will actually beat you right now unless you press that like button 4 times. Actually, just press it once. Just once works. You don't have to press it 4 times because then it won't like the video. Just once. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope all you're having a lovely day. I know I am. I'm just sitting here, you know, telling a story time out in the Nordics. My boy Benji is sitting to my left. Say what's up, Ben.
What's up?
And today I'm going to be telling you guys a story of a time a little kid stole a lot of my money. It's a complicated story, alright? It's not really money. I just think that's a better title than the truth. Basically, one time I was bluing out at Chuck E. Cheese. I was about 8 years old, you know? And there's these things called tokens, and they're basically currency, you know? If the US dollar ever collapses, if we're ever in an apocalypse situation like Fallout, I can guarantee you that my colony of people that's going to be living in my bunker are going to use Chuck E. Cheese coins as money. Because they really hold their value, you know? I think the value of a Chuck E. Cheese coin is equivalent to $1 in most states. But regardless, I was about 8 years old, and I was really booling out at Chuck E. Cheese. You know, my grandma liked to spoil me when I was a younger guy, and she got me unlimited tokens, which is basically, you know, God tier content. When you're 8, you don't know how to entertain yourself because you're stupid, or at least I was. So I would basically need something in front of me to entertain me, which is exactly what Chuck E. Cheese was. Plus, my grandma could get away from me because I never really knew how to shut up when I was a kid. So she's like, oh my God, I get to not hear him talk about Star Wars for 5 minutes. He gets to go to Chuck E. Cheese and get stuff for like tickets or whatever. And it only cost me a little bit of money to get him unlimited tokens. The thing about unlimited tokens though is it wasn't really unlimited. They would just give you like a giant cup full of tokens. And it would basically last you all day unless you really had a spending problem or a gambling problem. And when you think about what Chuck E. Cheese is, it's really just teaching little kids gambling, alright? Like those things where you put your coin in the machine to try to win a bunch of tickets. You're really just teaching these kids to bet everything on the crappiest horse to try to make the most money possible. Which is probably why I have a gambling addiction now. Like, Benji, you're a cool guy and all, but I actually just lost you in a bet. So you're gonna have to go live as a slave somewhere in the Baltics. Hope that's okay with you. It's nothing personal, it's just a deep-rooted gambling issue I still have from my Chuck E. Cheese days. But regardless, I was a little kid with a gambling addiction, alright? So me and my cup full of tokens would bool out in Chuck E. Cheese like there was no tomorrow. I was pretty good at video games, still am. As you can tell from this incredible Phantom Forces gameplay on Roblox, I am quite the gamer. So we would go play games. And there was this kid that was following me around and basically just like watching me play games. You know, I was used to having an entourage. I was a pretty famous kid in Chuck E. Cheese. People just really knew that I wasn't one to mess with because I had unlimited tokens and I wasn't afraid to use them, baby girl. And so the kid was like, hey, can I have a token? And I was like, yeah, I mean, sure, yeah. So I gave him a token and he walked away. And I thought that was gonna be the end of it. The kid was probably a little bit younger than me. I was only like 8 at the time, so this kid was 6, 7. But he comes back like 3 minutes later and goes, can I have another token? And I'm like, nah, man, I already gave you one. And he goes, man, you have so many. Like, please, can I have a token? So I'm like, yeah, fine, sure. Take another one, whatever. And remember, guys, appeasement is bad, all right? It's what started World War II and let the Nazis take Poland. So don't ever give bullies what they want. But the kid would just keep coming up and asking for tokens. And like I said, the strategy didn't work in World War II. This kid was basically Hitler, but in Chuck E. Cheese form. I'm really comparing, you know, World War II to Chuck E. Cheese tokens right now, but I don't feel bad about it. I think it's really accurate and really good at teaching you history. So whatever, I kept giving him tokens. I was being a nice guy, just a nice friend. And because I thought I could trust the guy I was being nice to him, I was giving tokens, I really had to go to the bathroom. And I don't want to take my tokens into the bathroom. That's just gross. I don't want pee on my tokens. You know how gross that can be? I'm not disingenuous, okay? Chuck E. Cheese might reuse their pizza, but I'm not trying to pee my tokens in the bathroom. That's disgusting. That's just going to give everyone cholera or chlamydia. One of the two. I'm not down with it. So I say, hey man, can you watch my tokens? And he says, yeah, no problem. So I go to the bathroom and I come back out and I go to pick up my cup of tokens and half the tokens are missing. And I can tell because, you know, the cup was way lighter and you could also just see that there wasn't as many tokens in the cup as when I had left. So I'm trying to keep my cool. I go, all right, man, where did my tokens go? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I look at him, I'm like, hey, dude, come on. I know you took tokens. Half of them are gone. Don't play games with me. Where are my tokens? And he's like, no, man, I didn't take anything. And I'm like, oh, okay. So like the magic tooth fairy just came down, took half my tokens as payment for what exactly? He's like, no, some really big kid came and took half of them and I didn't know what to do. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm really sure that Andre the Giant, a WWE wrestler, Stone Cold Steve Austin himself, came to Chuck E. Cheese just to take my tokens after I trusted you to watch them. So I'm not liking this kid at this point. I don't like anybody that messes with my money, my stash, my Chuck E. Cheese tokens. So now I'm basically going into mafia mode. When I was a young kid, I don't know why my grandparents let me watch Scarface and these movies about the mob, but I knew how it worked. In order to get your money back and get information out of somebody, you kind of had to torture them. So I say, all right, man, like, let's go play skee ball. Come on. Like, it's fine. I guess some big kid stole my tokens. No big deal. And he's like, oh, yeah, let's go play skee ball. Little did he know that it would be the last skee ball game he ever played because I chopped off his fingers and sold them to a Chinese restaurant to put in their soup. Now, real talk, though, I did have a plan. So we start playing skee ball, and I'm looking around at all these kids, and they're just kind of looking at me nervously, and I can feel it. So I go, hey, that's a lot of tokens you have in your cup there, man. Where'd you get them from? I know you don't have unlimited tokens. And he just kind of looks away. He goes, someone gave them to me. And I'm like, who? Who gave them to you? And he looks at the kid that's next to me, the one that I'm pretty sure has stolen my tokens. And he goes, he did. And I'm like, all right, bitch, you lied to me? You tried to lie to me and say that you just, some big kid stole my tokens, but you were walking around giving them out? You weren't even selfish? If you're gonna steal my stuff, at least be selfish and use it for your own personal gain. Don't go around just helping people. What? What are you, the Pope or something? If you're gonna steal from a drug dealer, you might as well take the money and buy a Lambo. Don't give it to charity, that's for losers. Regardless though, now the kid's been caught. I know for a fact he's lying. I have proof that he has given away my tokens and has betrayed me in the highest degree. So I look at him and I go, is that true? Did you give him my tokens? And he goes, yeah, I did. And I'm like, why would you do that? And he goes, well, because you just had a lot. And I was like, yeah, but I was helping you. I was giving you tokens, bitch. Don't bite the hand that feeds. If someone's being nice to you and giving you tokens, you don't betray them. You betray the people that aren't giving you tokens because there's nothing to lose. But little did they know that it was not my first rodeo at my tokens going missing. And because I was at Chuck E. Cheese all the time because my grandma didn't actually want to take care of me, I knew the people that ran the ticket booth and the token booth really well. And I never asked for much, so if I went up to them and said, hey, someone took my tokens, they would usually just give me another thing of tokens. So this kid was about to get revenge of the highest degree. So I walk up to a kid that wasn't involved and I go, hey man, did this kid give you tokens? And he goes, no, he offered, but I knew they weren't his, so I didn't want to take them. And I'm like, this guy is an honorable guy. This is the type of person who deserves to enjoy their Chuck E. Cheese experience more than anyone. So I give him my cup that's still half full of tokens, probably like 150 tokens still there. Right? An absolute ton of tokens. Enough currency to basically buy a private plane and smuggle things into Mexico. That's the type of tokenage I give to this kid who was honest with me and didn't take my coins. And I say, hey, you can keep those. And the kid who, like, tried to steal them was like, what? Why does he get to it? I'm like, because you tried to give away my tokens. You lied to me. You stole from me. I don't appreciate you. I was literally running a mafia in Chuck E. Cheese, okay? I was the Don. You had to kiss the ring to get the tokens. So I walk up to the front desk thing, and the girl's name was Ashley. I go, hey, Ashley, my tokens are gone. I can't find them. Is there any way that I can get more? And she goes, yeah, Ryan, of course. And she gives me another cup of a ton of tokens. And I look at the kid, and I go, man, you should have learned how to play the game. If you would have asked, I would have helped you too. And I go about my business, and I keep playing games. And the entire day, the kid's like following me around, asking for tokens. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm sorry. I don't trust people who have betrayed me. If you betray my trust once, I can't help you. I really have nothing to do to help you once you've betrayed me. You had your chance and you blew it. You were the kingpin in my operation. You were my second in command and you betrayed my trust. And now I have to cut off your head. Shocker, I didn't actually decapitate anyone in the middle of a Chuck E. Cheese, but I thought about it. And yeah, that's the story of how I accidentally ran a miniature mafia in the middle of a Chuck E. Cheese and got unlimited tokens and some kid stole from me. It wouldn't be the last time people would steal from me. I guess I just look like an easy target because I'm built like Slenderman. I'm like 6'3", 150 pounds. So people just assume that I'm really easy to steal from. But regardless, I'm not. I will get revenge one way or another. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you one way or another. But on that note, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the story. I've got a few more really good stories coming your way. I know this one is more of a filler. It's not the most entertaining, exciting thing ever to exist. But, I'm in Norway. I'm jet lagged. I'm tired. I don't know what else to tell a story about. So I figured this one would work for now. We're getting really close to 1 million subscribers on the main channel, and that's incredible. So if you guys can, like if you're a real big Scrubby fan, push the channel a little bit, send it to a few friends. I would really appreciate it. I wouldn't ask unless I'm desperate. I've been on Omegle every day with my plaque, begging people to subscribe to me. That's how desperate I am. I just want a gold plaque, all right? Maybe then my dad will love me. Maybe then I'll finally get back to Chuck E. Cheese and be able to reclaim my old stomping ground. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at ScrubbyVivo, Instagram at Scrubby_YT. This Roblox gameplay is pretty funny because if you look at the bottom left, they accused me of cheating. I've never used aim hacks in Roblox, but apparently I guess I'm good enough to. So to all you kids out there who think you're really good at Phantom Forces, I got accused of cheating by a bunch of 8-year-olds. And yes, I do like playing Phantom Forces because I feel really good about the fact that I'm beating the crap out of all the 8-year-olds that can't really play Battlefield because mom won't let them. But on that note, guys, remember, don't get anyone pregnant, and if you do, make sure they're incredibly hot. If anyone ever steals money from you in Chuck E. Cheese, just walk up to Ashley, let her know you know Ryan, and trust me, she will replenish your tokens very, very generously. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.